Hi everyone, I'm going to be doing my 2020 planner and journal lineup today, and I'm really excited. I'm going to be using 8 planners for next year. Technically 8, but I'm not actually using them all for planning. I really only have the one that's my main everyday planner that keeps me in line and keeps all my appointments and activities. If I have other videos that go into more detail about the setups of any of these. I'm just going to link them all in the description in case you're looking for a bit more detail than what I go into here. But this is the Hobonichi Day-Free A6, and this is what I'm going to be using as my daily planner for everything. This started in December, so I have actually started using it already. I really love it. Prior to this, I was using a similar format where I just had a monthly insert and then a blank insert, which is this combined into one book. I don't have a leather cover for this yet. I'm waiting on it, so I'll have to do a separate video once I get this whole setup completed. But this is my really only true planner that I'm going to be using on the daily. The next setup, these 3 are A6, so I guess I'm just going to kind of go by size. This one, this is a Maker South Folio, and it is in the Sunset Oil Tan Leather, which is not currently available anymore. But I have a Hobonichi A6 weekly supplement insert. So I have that here, and then I just have a Stalogy on this side. This is the full year Stalogy. I've shown this plenty of times, and this is what I use to keep track of medication dosages for someone that I look after. And then the Stalogy is just to keep track of medical notes and questions I have and anything like that. So everything is just kind of in one place. So this is like for medical care. And I have another one of these for 2020, so I'm just going to take this one out and put the new one in and just continue on. And this third one is a Hobonichi 5-year Techo. So this is a LeCow cover. It is in the chocolate leather. Yes. And I love it. I love this whole setup. This planner, technically, I'm using it for gratitude, as a gratitude journal. So what I do is, like, there's not any empty pages left because I'm at the tail end of it. But what I do is on the left side, I write the highlight of the day. And then on the right side, I just write something I'm grateful for. It doesn't have to pertain to this day, just the first thing I think of that I'm really grateful for, I'll write it down. And I've done this for the whole year for 2019. I am really excited to start all over again and start doing 2020, because then I can look back on the previous year, exactly what I was thinking about that day. I'm just highly anticipating what that's going to be like. It's just a great way to end a day on a positive note. So I will be continuing this. I had no problems filling this out every day, so I'm hoping that I can get all 5 years and have this be a really awesome keepsake. So that's it for the A6s. And then I have the weeks. So I've got 3 Hobonichi weeks, and I've talked about these 2 a lot. So I keep journals to my kids, and I do them in a Hobonichi weeks. So I have 1 for each child. And what I do is every day I will jot down anything. And I'm writing to them because when they grow up, I plan on giving them a stack of these completed journals, and it's just like my thoughts to them. So it'll be something as simple as, like, I just love you. I love the way you say this, or it'll be, you said something funny this day. I will thank them for being helpful to me, or if they just show a really great quality, I'll write that in there. You know, I just tell them how proud I am of them, or I'll just write, we did this today and you seem to have a really good time. Or, you know, so as I've done this, I will be doing this for the 3rd year in 2020, and the practice gets really, really easy because as I go throughout the day, I'll pick up on something and know that, okay, that's going in their journal tonight when I write in there. And this has gotten so easy to do. I'm almost on autopilot when I work in these. So this is one of my favorite, if not the most favorite journaling practice that I have. So I have new Hobonichi weeks for them. And so these will be coming out. The new ones will be going in. These covers, all 3 of these are from Maker South. This is the Wheat Harvest. This is English. Oh, I don't know. It's not available anymore. It's not on the website, but it's a horse front, like vintage tan or English tan, something like that. But I love it, and it's not there. This is Bomber Jacket Brown. So this is a new thing that I'm starting for 2020. I've already started it. And I have the Strangers No More weeks in here. This one was Pickles the Frog, and this one was Drink Coffee Before Go. It was the Mother 2. Also, before I was completely blanked on this, but I wanted to say, I don't think I've mentioned this before in any of the videos I've talked about these journals to my kids, but in the back pages, I have other people write in here. So close friends, definitely family members, and they write a note to this particular kid. And I tell them it's no pressure. You can draw something, you can just write a little something. They've all like written entire pages, which I think is cool, but I just want them to write from their heart where they are at that moment and just write something to the kids. And my sister-in-law is Korean. She's from Korea. And I wanted her to write in here, but in her native language, and I love it. So I don't know what it says, so I feel like I'm safe showing it. But she wrote in here and she said, "Are you sure you want me to write in Korean? They're not going to be able to read it." But I said, yes, I want you to. I think it's awesome that this is in here, and it's kind of like a mystery note. Maybe, they'll have to learn the language, or you can translate it later. But so stuff like this, I love having in here from people in my family. And I just think it's such a great way to use up these back pages because I was kind of stumped for a while. So anytime we have family gatherings, I'll just kind of put these out and say, hey, you can write a note to each of the kids if you want. So that's another reason this is one of my favorite things to do because I love that other people can contribute to it. Okay, so this 3rd one, this is the photo album, photo journaling that I'm doing. I have a video all about this, so I will link that below. But this is what I'm doing so that I can actually document photos. I'm really terrible at doing it in my daily journal. So separated out like this, I'm hoping it will be the perfect setup for me to be able to use them. So far, so good. I've already started on this and been working on it. And I love that it's not a daily thing. This is something I work on like once a week. I could even do it once a month. So there's not much pressure there. So those are the 3 Hobonichi weeks that I'm using. These last 2 aren't as like glamorous or fun or very prevalent in my life, but I do keep them. This is a Maker South folio. It is also in the Sunset Oil Tan, which is not available. But I've put my YouTube stuff in here. I've kept these for as long as I've had my YouTube channel. So this is just, this is like for video ideas. It's just a blank dot grid insert. This is a blank monthly. I don't even know what brand this is anymore, but yeah, I keep track of when I post videos and like trying to schedule them out, which that's not happening. And right now I'm so slack on videos, so sorry about that. but that's my YouTube planner. This is the Traveler's Company Traveler's Notebook. It's in the brown. I scrunched it because my leather is not the kind that will get shiny with use, and I hate that it wasn't developing any kind of patina. So I balled it up and now I love it. But this is what I'm using for my homeschooling planner. I don't talk much about this because I just, I don't know, it's boring and I don't want people to know what I'm doing because I don't want people to judge me. But this is just the Traveler's Company weekly insert. That's kind of like a Hobonichi weeks, but this is what I use to track what we do all the time. And I have this felt folder in here that I keep our membership cards in for our, what do you call it? Our homeschooling association. And then this is just a blank insert. So I write notes and ideas and things like that for, I don't know, like unit studies and that kind of thing. So this is very, very basic. It's just to track stuff per the requirements of my state. So these are just like my unfun setups, but those are my last two planners that I use. And that is all 8 of them. And then I have my journal, which is an actual journal. It's not a planner. I am currently using a Nanami Cafe Note. This is the B6 Slim, and it is so unwieldy, and I'm going to finish it by the end of December. So that is why I do not have a leather cover on this right now. I'm just ready to be done, and because it's so bulky, and I'm trying to finish it up, I'm bringing it around with me. So I just want to get rid of extra bulk. So I took it out of the leather cover and just put it in a plastic cover, which is how I will end up archiving it. But for next year, what I do with my journals is I hop from journal to journal, like notebook to notebook, and switch sizes. And this is where I get to play with a lot of fun leather covers. So once I'm done with this, I have some notebooks that have already been in my possession, some of them for like over a year, and I really want to use them up. And I'm hoping to get to some of these next year, but this is the Nanami Cafe Note, but it is the pocket size, which is not technically pocket size in the field note sense. It's taller and stuff, but it's pretty cool. But I've had this decorated for a little bit in the hopes that I would use it. So I have that, and I have a few other B6 Slims. This was the first B6 Slim I used, and I really, really love the size. So I have some thinner inserts that are the Midori MD notebooks, but the thinner inserts. And then I have a couple of notebooks that I had cut down to B6 Slim size. This is the Hobonichi plain notebook, and this is the Taroko Breeze notebook. And I just go to Fedex and have them, I pay to have them cut down. So some B6 Slims, and then standard, which is my other favorite size. I've had these paper Penguin Co. inserts for like over a year now. And I got them during 2018 Black Friday. They need to be used. Standard is my other go-to size. I love it. And then I have thicker notebooks also in the standard size that have been cut down for over a year. A Midori MD notebook, a Stalogy, and a Taroko Enigma notebook. This one has been written in. This is what I started in the beginning of 2019. So I'm going to slice those out and hopefully use this in 2020 at some point. These were all used as well. I just sliced the pages out and bound them so that I can use these up some other time. So these are the notebooks I'm kind of hoping to get to for journaling. This is really the only thing I don't use a planner for, I guess, is my journal. So that is everything for me. That is how I'm using everything. A lot of this stuff is just continuation of things I've already been doing. Like I said, I'll just put other videos in the description where I go into more detail about these setups. Let me know how many planners you're using. Are you just as extra as this? This is really extra, but I really enjoy it. This is a really fun hobby of mine, and I'm sure you all can understand. Thank you so much for watching, you guys, and I will see you all again soon. Bye.